Okay, so just as a typical example of some vector quantities, one common one is distance versus displacement. Okay, so distance is just a distance in meters measured in kilometers or whatever unit you're using to measure it in. But displacement is a bit more specific, and that tells us by how much that object has moved. Okay. So, for example, let's say I want to go from point A over here on the left to point B. Well, I've got, if I'm just looking at the distance, then I can go any distance I want. So the distance would be the path length I'm going to travel, and I could go any path length I want. So this could be, who knows, it could be something like 30 kilometers. Okay. But if I want the displacement is very, very specific. The displacement starts at the point where you begin at, and we use an arrow, like Vector said, to represent the displacement vector, and it goes directly to the finish line. All right. So the displacement here, if the distance was, say, 30 kilometers, we can see that that's very, very long, but the displacement would be considerably shorter because it cuts out all that turning and twisting. So this could be something like maybe 20 kilometers, but it would be at a certain angle as well, okay? And this could be maybe north or east. Let's say, for example, it's east, okay? So we have a specific distance and a specific direction for the displacement. Okay, so hopefully that makes a bit of sense. Let's just have a quick look at a typical example now. Say, for example, we've got a running track. A running track is usually 400 meters long. It's usually 100 meters on the side, 100 meters on the turn, another 100 meters here, and of course another 100 meters here. So let's say, for example, we were going to start out at the start line. A good place to start. So let's say a runner starts out here, okay, and they're going to run from here to maybe from point A, and let's call this one point A, to point B. And let's say they're halfway along that turn at that point. Well, that's probably 50 meters along the turn here, okay? So the total distance that they would have traveled, well, distance-wise, they would have probably went on a path that looked something like this. Maybe they cut in a little bit at the corner. So they would have 100 meters done along the straight and maybe another 50 meters done on the turn, okay? But their displacement would be different, all right? Because the displacement doesn't care about the track. It only cares about the starting point and exactly the finishing point. So you could see, hopefully, that the displacement is a bit less than the total distance traveled. And again, it goes at a specific angle. Now let's say, for example, we've got maybe another runner who's going to start out here again at point A. Let's say we'll call this runner B, I guess. And he's going to do a full lap of the track. Well, the total distance that they would have covered would have been, for B, the distance traveled, that would be one full lap of the track, and we know that that's 400 meters. But the displacement, well, they start out in the same place that they finish. So that means that the total change in position, or change in location, if you like, is zero, because there's no overall difference between the point where they started and the point where they finished. So the total displacement here would be 0 meters. Okay? So give the problems below a little shot, just to make sure that you understand this idea.